really into the conversation. I try to wait for a few people to come on, but y'all know how I do. I gotta hurry up and get off. I got stuff to do. Okay, so social media buzz, y'all. Let's listen to a little music for the people come on. Hopefully that we don't have no copyright strikes. I don't own the rights to this music, but I do like it. Mm. Yeah, let's stop that. I actually like this little chill beat they got. I gotta save it. I'm about to save it to my list, y'all. So it's called No Copyright Music for 2025 Blog Music, and I didn't even know that this was Drake. Y'all feel me? So we're gonna add this to the public watch list. We're gonna add this to the You Feel Me list. I have a public list that I have shared with my YouTube community to keep y'all motivated, you know, and to give you a little bit input on what I listen to when I'm not on social media. So good morning and good afternoon and good evening to all the people around the world that views me, because in reality I have people that view me at night and it's daytime, you know. So I really appreciate that, and I don't take nothing for granted over here on this social media platform. So before we get into some of the hot buzzes that I got going on, I want to truly, and I probably want to give out these tips some more, you feel what I'm saying? But I truly want to give out some of these tips for people that's starting their communications and stuff like that. So we'll wait to more to the last of me giving out them YouTube. Well, I'll give y'all out a few. So me personally, I've been going through something, and I'm actually in a procrastination spade. Well, I ain't gonna say a spade, but I'm in a, because see, I have a spur moment when I have procrastination going on. You feel me? So I've been going through some things, and I say, well, it's not time for me to be a procrastinator. It's time for me to get it going. So the key is to build gradually, and I want to tell people that's building a social media platforms. If you're building a YouTube, if you're building a anywhere, just go gradually with it, you know what I'm saying? And if you're a person that really don't like to go live, you know what I'm saying? Like me personally, what if I didn't like to go live? I could have just came on right quick like I did the other day, okay? And I was trying to show y'all something, but I should have maybe descripted it. So I came on really fast. I didn't wait on nobody, you feel what I'm saying? And I just talked about what I was talking about because I really wasn't feeling good, right? And I let the lab go. So this is for people that want to do this, and you don't know how your view is going to be. You don't know how it's going to be interacting. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. You hear me? Do a quick laugh. Just get on there. And I'm talking about Facebook, all of them. They don't get people to come on right away. You feel me? So you just get on like, hey, how you doing? You know, I'm just checking y'all out. I might need to start talking about this or ask them a question. You feel me? And be like, y'all, I didn't really want nothing, you know what I'm saying? But make sure it's a minute. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure it's a minute. I ain't really want nothing. I just ask y'all that, you know, with that said, you know, however you do it, you know what I'm saying? You can say, have a nice day, have a great day, you know, however, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? But start gradually, because small milestones is going to help you get the engagement and help you understand the process with social media. Now, I wanted to really help y'all out with creating a thumbnail through the Gemini AI, okay? And I know a lot of people that's been following me, and I'm looking through some of my comments before I get too far gone. Y'all feel me? But this is something I forgot to tell y'all the other day. When you are creating a thumbnail on Gemini, because I have had to tweak it. Okay. Now on Canva, you can create this thumbnail. You can pay and make the thumbnail, everything that you want to do. But you have to pay on Canva to use these features that you need to use for your thumbnails. You hear me? So on Gemini, I found a technique. So what I did was trick them. I'll collect all the photos because Gemini won't create photos of celebrities like Meta will. Meta will try to create a celebrity photo, but sometimes Meta be a little off. But if you first glance, and if somebody clicking a thumbnail, you probably can get away with a lot of Meta images. But Meta got a habit of using a watermark everywhere. When you use them AI watermarks, that compress your stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And I have to tell y'all this before we get into the juice, because it was important. So you would take your photo. Listen to me very well, because you might have to rewind this again to listen. You would say, you'll go back to Google. You'll collect photos. Now, some photos that's on Google might say copyrights. You hear me? So you can just stroll past them and see if you can find some on Facebook, whatever. You just hold it down, download it in your phone. You don't have to go to that site. You feel what I'm saying? This is in anybody that got an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? You just hold it down and download it. Matter of fact, Androids do it too, but they don't all the time save the image, right? So you're going to take them images. You're going to go over to Gemini. You're going to plus add some photos out of your whatever. All 3, all 5, all 7. How many you want? You're going to add them. And then before you push out play, well, before you push it send, you're going to say, create me a thumbnail for YouTube. And you're going to give them a description. Yeah. On what you're going to be talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know. And then you send it out. And then voila, magic, you got magic. You got a whole. So if you don't know what I'm saying, I made me a few generated thumbnails this week by using that same technique I just told y'all. Like this morning, the banner I made, I just collected everybody's photo, uploaded it to Gemini, told Gemini what I wanted to look like and what I was going to be talking about, and they just randomly came up with that. You feel what I'm saying? And it's professional, and it's free. It's free, motherfuckers. It's free. You feel me? So that's something that you want to do. You hear me? No, this is a jit. A jit. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, you know, we have all kind of nationalities on my block. And one of my nationalities gave me this, you know what I'm saying? And plus I like it because I don't get my hair done all the time. And plus I be cold in my house, you know what I'm saying? So just because they do it for religion-wise, they gave it to me because they thought that I should have it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to wear it. And I really like it. You feel what I'm saying? But I do. You know what I'm saying? I do like the Islam religion. I'm just not a person that stick with one religion. I like what Allah say. I like what Jehovah say. I like what Catholics say. I like what, you know what I'm saying? Baptist. I got things that I like. You know what I'm saying? So I don't claim no certain one. I used to be like, I'm Baptist, I'm Christian, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who I am no more. You know what I'm saying? But I do know I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But let me see some of my comments. If anybody want to support the channel, y'all, my Cash App is Spicy41. Now, I noticed that if you add them descriptions, and people tell me to do it, you know what I'm saying, even when I was doing my social media, you know, on TikTok and stuff, but where your Cash App, when you do that, they compress your stuff. You know, I have to be a person that got millions of followers to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I mention it, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to move right on along from that. So this morning, I did a lot of great things this morning. A lot of different things this morning. And I said I was going to share with y'all. So when you are uploading upload once a day, every day. Just once a day though. Not don't try to do it twice. You know what I'm saying? Just do it once a day, every day, and see if your views decide to bring in subscribers. Use only 3 hashtags because YouTube only checked the first 3. Now you are allowed to use 15, but 15 gonna have the algorithm having your shit confused. You hear me? So you just ain't gonna never, you might not, that video might not go viral till next month. You know what I'm saying? I know, I have done it. You hear me? Somebody told me to use like 60 hashtags on a video that I watched. And that wasn't true because it stopped that video from getting any views. Because YouTube said, I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So they just, you know what I'm saying? So in reality, I got to go back and download the video and re-upload it because I put too many hashtags in there. You know what I'm saying? So that means I spam my own stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So you got people that's giving you bad information out here on how to start your social media platform. I already told you to try to laugh. Just do a short laugh. Get on, say hi, you know what I'm saying? Don't, if somebody pop on, that's great, you know what I'm saying? But just keep talking, you know what I'm saying, about whatever you talking about. Ask a question, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people that don't go live, right? And if you go live on Facebook or something, people are going to be happy to see you. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to be more likely to engage with that first video. You know what I'm saying? So, and it build confidence. You know what I'm saying? We build the confidence over here. You feel what I'm saying? And I still build the confidence. Because, see, I want my platform to go to a mainstream. You know what I'm saying? I have had videos that get 2 or 3 million views. And I don't know who be watching me, but who cares about that? When I'm trying to get interviews, I'm trying to get on stuff. I'm trying to make happen. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to make shit happen. And so we're going to get into a few things that I found out, and it was like overwhelming for me this morning. So I think that we should start off with Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry that this got to be exposed the way it is, but this the way I get it. Okay, this the way I get it. And once again, I want to say good morning to everybody that's coming on. And good afternoon, good evening, and all that stuff. And yesterday too, and tomorrow. Some people that visit me is already Saturday. It's already Saturday. So I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's me looking into my analytics now, learning about my audience. You feel me? So the buzz this morning, we're gonna talk about Candace Owens, and a lot of people not going to agree with this conversation, you know what I'm saying, because I know for a fact, well, my audience is, because that video I got, more people supported Candace Owens in that video more than I seen anybody speak up against Erica Kirk. Okay, so this is just my own research. This is just allegations that I'm going to speak on, but some of it is facts that I found out as well. You feel me? So the fact is that Turning Point USA was co-founded by Charlie Kirk. That's the fact. You hear me? The fact is, if anything happened to Charlie Kirk, his wife inherited. So now she's the chairman and the CEO of Turning Point USA, period. So Candace Owens is the director of communications there. Well, I don't know if she was, but that's what it was, in that company. She was a director of communications, okay? So I can't say if she doing it now, but I'm telling y'all what it is. You hear me? So allegedly, Candace Owens said that she received a text message from Charlie Kirk. Listen to me, y'all. Now, this all allegedly. We just talking about what you can hear. Anybody else can go find out. You hear me? I don't want nobody to think that I ain't talking about what I'm talking about, because it's crazy. You hear me? So let me break it down first off. Charlie Kirk did that speech at the Utah Valley High but nobody was talking about. He had another speech that he was gonna be doing at the what he was gonna be doing. Let me see, Miss Smith. Let me see. I wrote it down. He did that speech was at the state, I think, or at the university, but he had a speech coming up at the Utah State a couple of weeks before his unaliving. You feel what I'm saying? Something like that. I didn't write that down. You hear what I'm saying? So allegedly, Charlie Kirk was supposed to tell Candace Owens that he thinks somebody was trying to unalive him. But guess what? Erica Kirk said that ain't happened and he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But let's guess what I got to say. If Candace got the proof, let us see it then, Candace. You know what I'm saying? We don't, at this point, don't care if his wife think that she do got the proof or not. Because it was somebody he didn't trust. Okay? Let me talk about that shit too. Because Turning Point USA is going against Candace as well. Erica is too. But guess what? Allegedly, Charlie Kirk is saying that it was some finances missing in that damn company. You hear me? Huh? That he was saying it was something financially up. This is what Candace is saying. I'm just repeating what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just telling y'all what the juice is. You hear me? Huh? So I get me messy. I'm the social media buzz and I do know how to investigate. So I asked them, was his kids there on the scene? Which we all know he was. I asked, where was the wife at? So allegedly, the wife was never there on the scene, on the tour or whatever. Now, Charlie Kirk is a busier man than the wife. Why did he have the kids and you didn't? And it don't matter if y'all traveling. You hear me? Because I believe that the mother stuff was more quieter than Charlie Kirk shit. So the kids should have been traveling with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping what I'm researching. You hear what I'm saying? So Erica is shutting down everything Candace is saying. You hear what I'm saying? Like every time Candace tried to say something, Turning Point and Erica is shutting it down. Now, I don't want to say in the next 10 years, Erica going to be making babies with one of the people on the chairboard. I'm not going to say that. But we got this goddamn shit that Tyler Perry got going on Netflix called Beauty, Black and Beauty. And this is the corrupting shit that going on and how people get unalive for their shares. You feel me? Huh? People don't got no love for your ass when it comes to your money. You hear what I'm saying? I'm talking about you can be my wife, my husband, whatever, and you still can have alternative motive to get rid of my motherfucking ass for my motherfucking money. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? You said not everybody. Oh, y'all talking about religion in the comments. Why is y'all on religion? I just told y'all I have different nationalities around me. We have Chinese, we have Asian, do we got Puerto Rican on the block, Doug? Doug. I think we got some Puerto Ricans just moved down there. We got Arab on this side of me, on that side of me, that side. We got black, we got Jamaicans, we got everybody over here. You hear what I'm saying? But my kids is more closer to the Arabs. You know what I'm saying? Because we like right here, you know what I'm saying? So Seda, she actually, called herself giving my daughter this, Seda did. And so I actually wear more than my daughter because she don't like her hair covered up. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I like her. And I get cold. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a religion thing. But anyway, let's get back to this. So, do y'all believe, like I believe Candace Owens got some text messages. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't she have it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would she text messages? You can show receipts. You hear what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, huh? Assalamu alaikum, baby. So, in the meantime, we gonna stay really close to this Charlie Kirk and Candace situation because this is really interesting. Because Tyler Robinson, let's talk about him for a minute. He 22 years old. Okay, he did. Now I get it. He did the speech at the university, but he was supposed to do a speech at the state 2 weeks or a week later after he got unalived. You hear me? Tyler Robinson is 22 years old, and he went to that school. He went to that school that the school that he was supposed to be going there. Now y'all, let's just keep it real. If we was a people and we have watched this throughout the hands of time, you know what I'm saying? How do we know? Look at that list. How do we know that somebody didn't want him to do this certain speech at that school? You hear me? Usually all great men is stopped when it's about to get greater. We have seen that through history. It ain't nothing that we can argue about. Great men get stopped from speaking and sharing the truth. It's just something that the devil have a control over. You hear me? You just got to think about it. It don't matter how they pass away. Like Kobe. That fucked me up when Kobe Bryant did what that happened. And can't nobody tell me that shit wasn't no... You hear me? That shit, that wasn't... That's some crazy shit. You hear me? And my conspiracy about that shit ain't nothing nice on what I think. You heard what I'm saying? Huh? We gotta really think about how people is and how evil humans is. You hear me? Humans is some evil, stanky, nasty motherfuckers. You hear me? We the only ones that don't live within our means. We the only ones that live outside of, the laws of attractions. You know. We ain't under control. We ain't in alignment. We do stuff. You hear me? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, y'all. Give me some love, y'all. Give me some love. We do stuff. So why is Erica Kirk beating down everything Candace Owens saying? I'm just saying. Me personally, if Candace said Charlie was getting pressured about stuff and he felt like somebody was trying to ill his ass, then why you don't believe her? Why she telling a lie? If he supposed to have texted her and told her that something was going on in the financial department, why is Turning Point USA and Erica denying that? What is y'all talking about? Stop playing with the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? If the shit is sad, what people would do to get money and to get their shares. You feel me? It's not right. So I did not even know that Nicki Minaj and Candace Owens had sat down and had a conversation before Charlie Kirk wife and her. Did y'all know that? Well, go look it up, motherfuckers. It's out there. Huh? This shit is demonic. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put on my cloak. I got to cover up my chakra. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got stuff going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to relax. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't like Palo Santo sticks and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know with them, I don't like that. I put God first, and everything. But let's just keep it real. It's some demonic shit going on in the world. You feel me, huh? Y'all, I'm telling y'all. Ain't no way. I don't see what I see. Oh, my bad. Oh, I was going to say. Okay, so I need to plug it up, though. Anyway, y'all, moving right on along. And good morning to everybody that's coming on, y'all. That's just a conspiracy theory, all allegedly, something that I researched. And the questions that I asked, it led me to that. You feel what I'm saying? When I found out the young man, Tyler, actually went to the state university of Utah, the same school he was supposed to speak at a week or two before, it started getting really, you know what I'm saying, Like, what the fuck? And then I found out that allegedly he thinks something financially was going on at Turning Point USA. But they all denying these allegations. But somehow, y'all, Candace Owens is talking about this shit. And somehow she think this. Y'all feel me? Like it always be that. It always, this how we do too. We always do that. There's only one person that's allegedly supposed to know the truth, but we ain't listening. You hear me? We ain't listening. I even asked them how emotional that Erica Kirk been since the situation. And they said there haven't been no public emotions. That's what they said, y'all. That's what they said. But it ain't funny. So, y'all, claims relating to organization, financial, and speculation is with Candace Owens is saying that Charlie Kirk was going through before he was unalived. And that just not no lie. I'm not alleging that because it's out there and you can look it up. You feel me? And so let's move on along. On Nancy Guthrie. Nancy been reportedly missing for 34 days now. I asked them because I wanted to know the days. Since February the 1st, 2016. And anybody got anything to say about Charlie Kirk and wife, y'all can comment and we'll come back to it. But she was abducted in January the 31st, 2006. And the significant concerns is her medications. Now, this lady's supposed to have these medications that she cannot live without. You hear me? And after 34 days, this lady got to be on, what they say, deathbed city. Okay? Now, a lot of people not talking about that book that she got. Okay? And I meant to screenshot it so I can show y'all. But it's a book that Savannah wrote. And her book starts off and it tells you about her childhood. Now, in their childhood, they used to kidnap each other. Like, this was you know how family play too much. This is what they used to do. You hear what I'm saying? And maybe I don't know. Like, me personally, and I'm going to speak my truth, and it's going to be allegedly. Allegedly, she was last seen with the with the husband. Allegedly, he should be a #1 suspect. Y'all, go watch it. It's a cold case. Criminal Minded. It's one that's just like this. Just similar, just like this. And the person, they couldn't find him. And they kept getting all these ransom notes and this little spontaneous stupid stuff, clues and stuff. But at the end of the day, it turned out to be the last person they was seen with. Now, why it ain't that person, you hear me? Look, y'all, let me tell y'all something about religion. Can't nobody erase your religion. Not if it is supposed to be. See, they tried to erase Jesus Christ, too. And they couldn't. They made him more stronger. You hear me? Can't nobody erase nobody. And whatever Trump got going on, I have to pray for my president. Because he my president now. And ain't nothing I can do about it. I can't go back and change the hands of time. I can't get rid of that man. You hear me? He gonna be here for his next 3 to 4 years or whatever. He ain't even gonna be impeached. Y'all hear me? Huh? Y'all see what's going on. You hear me? So the only thing I can do is put a prayer out there over that man's life and hope that he don't make the wrong decisions and help in me and my family life earlier before our time. Before my time. You hear me? I just need my kids to get grown without war. We ain't built for that shit. Don't even try to come up here. We not built for war. We done heard about it. We done seen it on the news. We done seen it on TV. Huh? But a lot of us ain't about that damn life. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? We ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? So I have to. It don't matter if you want to or not. Sometimes you have to do shit because it's there and it's meant for you to do. It don't matter if you want to pray for that man or not. You better, especially if you are a part of the United States. You hear me? When 2001 or 11, when the that trade bill that came down, huh? That was devastating. You think that wasn't no terrorist act? You got me messed up. If you don't think that we got terrorists here, living here, sleep around here, looking out here, eating food, celebrating our holidays, you got me fucked up. You hear me? What you better do is learn how to stay humble and pray for people that need to be prayed for. You hear me? That's the way the world is. It ain't no other kind of way. You hear what I'm saying? So I don't really care about what's going on. I just care that the people that's over there fighting, because see, we talking shit, but it's real people over there losing their life right now. A lot of our people that's been deployed ain't coming back home. They ain't coming back home to their families. They got that heart. We just talking shit. We ain't about no life. We ain't about nothing. We just talking. We ain't out there doing that real battle. The people that's out there, the families that's praying for their people to come home. That's that real battle. You feel me? So I don't mix myself in no shit like that. You know what I'm saying, huh? Because I'd be a mother if I had one of my kids over there. I'd be upset with a lot of shit that's going on. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? But ain't none of my kids never chose military yet. But if they do, I'm going to be supportive. You feel what I'm saying? But we got soldiers over there that's expandable, that's giving our day life up for our country. Huh? So let's worry about that. You hear me? Let's worry about that. So anyway, let's get back on Nancy. You know, this is what I'm talking about. This bullshit right here. You know what I'm saying? This time that we wasting on Nancy ass. You hear what I'm saying? And I'm sorry I got to say it like that. But we got other shit going on. You hear what I'm saying? And this lady been missing 34 days without her medication. Y'all, this shit ain't right. Why do we let people do stuff like this to us? Why do we make facades up like this? You hear me? Huh? These people waited till this lady damn near 90 years old to kidnap her. And then in her book, she talk about how they did rituals with kidnapping and shit. Is y'all done lost y'all man? Like, okay. All right. But they have offered $1 million. No, 1.1 million now. You know what I'm saying? To get her mother back. And if I knew where her mother was at, I would be trying to get that 1.1 million. You hear me? But I know she ain't in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? You know. But at the same time, I just think it's something fishy what's going on when y'all not looking at the person she was last seen with. Hmm? I don't know what you were saying. Maybe you said then for what are we built? I don't know what you were saying. Maybe you was talking about when I was talking about the military. You know, like we gotta shut up. You hear me? The people that's on the social media is talking about Trump and shit. We gotta shut up. You hear me? Cause see, a lot of us talking ain't even get out and vote. Didn't even get out and fucking vote. Matter of fact, ain't voted in the last 10 to 15 years. You hear me? A lot of people that's talking about Trump. You hear me? Huh? This nigga don't vote in here. He talk about Trump too. I don't want to hear that shit from nobody that don't vote. You hear me? It's a lot of people that don't vote because they think that they vote don't count no way. But they politics. You hear me? They politicians. You know what I'm saying? They got shit to say. You know what I'm saying? You know. So I just shut up. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to just, shut up, especially when it comes to politics, because that's a never-ending conversation. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna never agree on the same shit when it comes to politics. You hear what I'm saying? So that's why politics is not a part of this program. Because politics is something you either got to lay down or get down and do. You know what I'm saying? But Charlie Kirk was a viral moment for us all. I don't care if you did want the man unalive. To see it like that, that had to be the most traumatizing shit for the world to see. See, we didn't see the actual shot with Martin Luther King and the blood and, you know, that, you know what I'm saying? You know, we didn't, you know, a lot of people ain't showing us that. You know what I'm saying? Or Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't showing us that. You feel what I'm saying? But they showed us this white man getting his neck blew off in front of his damn kids. And it's out there. And I'm telling you, I done slowed it up. I watched it in slow motion because I wanted to know where the hit came from. So I done watched it. And I got my conspiracies. And I got my theories on it. And what they really saying about that shit, that is not real. That's made up. Just like the Epstein files. That man ain't going nowhere. That's made up. We talking about something that just got exposed. That's all we doing. We just talking about shit that just got exposed by accident. Because a 14-year-old girl was on the phone with another girl talking about her giving this massage at this island. And the mama was sort of like us or me or whoever we on here and wasn't having that shit. You hear me? That's exactly how it got exposed. By inviting the wrong person. Other than that, we would never knew this shit. Right? I'm just keeping it real. You hear what I'm saying? It's just keeping it real. That shit had been going on for years. Epstein got 6.5 million pages of investigation. What is y'all talking about? The government let that shit go on for 6.5 million pages? Y'all lost y'all man? Is you serious? Yeah, we be serious. We be serious and shit. We be serious. We be upset. You know. That shit don't be for real. You feel me? It don't be for real. So Nancy been missing all this time. And nobody has never, ever addressed no cameras in this area. You mean to tell me we don't have one camera, y'all? The satellite didn't see it. They got money. They could go back and watch that satellite down on her house. You hear me? The FBI. And see exactly who took her off that porch. Don't we see it on TV? Do y'all think that they can't do it? Yeah, the government can do what we see on TV. You hear me? Be proud of who you are. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You know, I'm not gonna say that I'm gay, but I have messed around with a woman before. You feel what I'm saying? You know. So, you know, if you coming over here to shame me again, that's not what's going to happen. You know, I'm just keeping it real, but welcome. Welcome to the pit. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all be talking crazy stuff in the comments. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about Nancy. You know, that situation is crazy. And I don't really care too much for it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, no cameras. You know what I'm saying? They got cameras on her. Oh, they got her under mask. So they ain't got. That's what I'm saying. Like, where's them cameras at? And look, that little girl, Naziah Harris, when she came up missing in Detroit, could nobody figure out her last moments. But the FBI found her last moments, y'all, through people cameras. You know, people houses and stuff. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? And so don't tell me that You can't find out where this lady was swiped into the car and what direction did they went in. What is you talking about? You feel what I'm saying? This is a whole human body that's been out here for almost 100 years. And you mean to tell me you can't find it? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe they did something and it went terribly wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes pranks don't go right. And so you just gotta go on out with the shit. You feel what I'm saying, huh? We are in the day, and Karen Scott said, we are in the day and the age where cameras are everywhere. You right, friend. Because you know over there on TikTok, they got everything, right? They got everything over there. They got everything, everything. You want to research somebody? You want to hear a conversation, the stuff I'm talking about? Go find it over there. Find it on X. Find it on Gemini AI. You feel what I'm saying? It's out here. You don't supposed to talk about nothing on your platform that's not. Yeah. Huh? So you got to read your research. See, a lot of people don't want to do that no way because you got lazy content creators because it's stuff that you got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was running late this morning. I had to be accurately talking about what's going on with Candace and Kirk and Nancy. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit. All of a sudden, this is what's trending. This is what's trending. You know what I'm saying? So since it's trending, we got to trend with it. You feel what I'm saying? And then the trend just went on. The trend went on to so much where it took a turn for the worse where the Beckham family came up. They was like, I think that you should talk about the Beckham family. And I'm like, who is the Beckham? So the Beckham and Victoria and it used to be a Spice Girl and shit. And they got all this stuff going on with them. I haven't got into the Beckhams. You hear me? But we gonna get into the Beckhams on social media. Buzz, I got them written down right here. You hear me, huh? So we're gonna find out what's going on with the Beckhams because Becky or somebody got it going on over there. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna go see what's going on with the Beckhams, and we're gonna talk about. Let's see who we want to talk about. We're gonna talk about Kanye West. Let's talk about Kanye West first. You feel what I'm saying? Because I didn't put him on the flyer. But Kanye West is actually in court right now getting sued. You feel what I'm saying? So they saying that Kanye West is a thief too. You know what I'm saying? So he done took somebody record or stuff and he done made millions off of it. This man is a mess. And they saying that they want that money. Kim Kardashian is saying that she can't co-parent with his ass no more. She said he difficult. You know what I'm saying? She say she don't want him. She don't. And she say she just. You know what I'm saying? She say she can't do that no more. So eventually, y'all, we gonna see Kanye West and Kim Kardashian back in court. Now I couldn't even imagine, you know, that relationship. Now I ain't trying to talk about my girl Kim, but Kim is built like a stiff bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, is the pussy good? Is it wet? You know what I'm saying? Is the titties perkies? Is they sturky? Like, how she smell? Like, you know, Kim just look like she be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, what the fuck going on with Kim? You know what I'm saying? You know, like, I just want to know. And, me personally, that relationship is just strange to me anyway. You know what I'm saying? And the things that they have did to bring forth children. I think I came back on now. I came back on now. I think I did. Let's see. Did I resume, y'all? I came back on. Okay, I resume now. Okay, now I'm about to turn that off. Let's see. Yeah, I can hear. Did I resume, y'all? Okay, I resume now. Yeah, I resume back. Okay, I resume back. Yeah, I resume back. Okay, now I know how to do it. That won't happen no more. Y'all feel me? Oh no, y'all, wait a minute. Now I know how to do it. Sorry, y'all. But this is what happened. Y'all feel me? This is what, let me call this out. This is what happens. Sometimes you have a computer glitch. You can't panic. You can't get mad about it. You got to just keep going. You got to try to figure it out. Don't get frustrated like I was about to. Just keep on trying to figure it out. Because my phone rings and I forgot to put it on. So let me see. I'm learning how to do stuff while I'm on live. So let's see. Let's paste this. Let's paste this. Pin this message. Y'all feel me? So I get the pin. So now I know. See, we learn this stuff while we live. I'm going to have to use my computer to read my comments sometime. I'm going to have to use my computer to type back with y'all in the comments. Y'all feel me? So that's what it is, and I just type back. So let's get back into the conversation, y'all, and welcome back, everybody. You know, like, we had a glitch. We had a glitch, you feel what I'm saying? So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So we was talking about Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. And I was saying that I couldn't even imagine the relationship. Like, y'all, for real, like, y'all look at the relationship. Like, it's a stiffness there. It's nothing there. Like, y'all feel what I'm saying? Like, what the, you know, like, I don't know. Let's just move right on along from them anyway. So let's get into the really juice. So Jay-Z and Beyonce allegedly was supposed to be buying a house in UK. Now, what I found out is the reason why Jay-Z didn't buy the house is because the house was known to flood. Y'all hear me? The house was known to flood. So Jay-Z was like, you know, I don't want that house, you know what I'm saying? So he decided not to buy that house. But they saying that they don't mean that he ain't looking for no property over in the UK. It's just that the house that him and Beyonce was looking at, it was known to flood. Y'all feel what I'm saying, huh? He was known to flood. Look, everybody got to repent, baby. You know what I'm saying? Even if you turn your life over to God, you still gonna sin some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Because it's gonna be them thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts are sins. The things you eat is sin. If you eat too much, it's a sin. If you do this, it's a sin. So we are just sinners. You know what I'm saying? And we just sin. Can't you smell it? Just sin. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's okay with that. But the bottom line is that let's talk about this. So the rumor is that, and I know y'all heard that conversation, is that Diddy was talking about nobody called Jay-Z, nobody, whatever. But I heard that Jay-Z said that he could not affiliate it with him, but he had him and he was going to get him together. You hear what I'm saying? So let me just tell y'all, this is how deep and how stuff can go down. He is getting a 6-week early release, blase split. He only got 4 years. He ended up getting charged with transporting humans or whatever. That is the work of a friend. That is the work of a friend. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? Huh? That's why the lady who prosecuted him, she got fired. Because they saying that she had prosecuted a lot of high-profile cases and never lost until she got the Diddy's. You feel what I'm saying? So far as they concerned, is that she was the bad egg in the bunch. And she could have been the bad egg because, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't really fight. They demolished the whole thing. Like what we heard. We ain't seen the inside of the courtroom, but the notes and the stuff that we have, the testimonies, you know what I'm saying? The prosecutors wasn't doing really good. You hear what I'm saying, huh? So Rick Ross then came up in the Epstein files. So allegedly, Rick Ross was supposed to get some type of offer from a billionaire to on his chest. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all feel me? I'm just trying to, you know, say it without being against guidelines and policies. So Rick Ross allegedly name has never been mentioned with the Epstein files. Nobody has no affiliation with Epstein and the files. But I have heard Yanti Tia say that they know what they be doing over there with they nasty selves. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yanti talk a lot, but she have not really exposed her baby father, I think, in the sense that she could. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of us didn't know who was Little Papa or Little Poppy, but that's his name. I want to say I'm saying that right. But he is actually Toy Roberts, I think Rick Ross' daughter, baby daddy. Y'all remember the rapper that just got unalived? What was his name? Duh. What was the rapper name?
What rapper?
The little guy that just got unalived. The rapper, Little Pop.
Little Papa, I guess. I don't know.
Little Papa. Okay, that's his name, Little Papa. So Little Papa and did nobody know who he was. He come to find out he Rick Ross daughter, I think Toy Robinson. I think he her baby daddy. And she sent out some hardware stuff about him and stuff like that. But a lot of people would know these people. We would know these people personal business, y'all, if it wasn't for no social media. You hear what I'm saying? We would think that they are a lot of people, scholars and gentlemen and all that, because they make great music, because they rich, you know what I'm saying? But everybody that's rich is not a good damn person. You hear me? Everybody that's rich don't deserve to be fucking rich. You feel what I'm saying, huh? It's just like that. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, I was really I'm just going to keep it real. In my spirit, I knew that he wasn't going to get no 30 years in no prison. I just knew it. You feel what I'm saying? Now, he got a lot of silver suits. But in the meantime of him going through his allegations, and before, because see, y'all, Diddy already knew that he was going to get arrested from the feds. We already seen that in the Netflix fit, right? So we don't know exactly the time frame, but he knew that the feds was looking in on him, and they was closing in on him. So in that meantime, Diddy got rid of a lot of assets in his names. You know what I'm saying? And I believe he was able to get rid of them after he paid Cassie that $30 million. But we don't know if it's $30 million or not, because they said it's undisclosed. We just throwing out a number. But they said we don't know how much it was. And the media is not saying that it was $30 million. They just saying it was an undisclosed amount. You feel what I'm saying? So his lawyer had to say, look, you need to be moving these assets. You need to be moving this, because it's going to be a lot of more lawsuits coming. Because remember, your lawyer is really the person that really know about you. Your lawyer really know if you is guilty or not. You hear me? So your lawyer is up to your lawyer to get you out that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And to it don't matter if your lawyer lie for you to the top. That is your job. That is the lawyer job, is to lie for you and get you free. You feel what I'm saying? So I wouldn't doubt if the lawyer already knew these people that was going to prosecute or try to bring up legal allegations against Diddy and Jay-Z. You hear me? Nah, we got to really look at it. Jay-Z is doing very well with keeping himself out the news. You hear me? Huh? Because he got a good lawyer. A good lawyer. See, you got to have a good lawyer to be able to bring a good lie. A lawyer ain't nothing but a good liar, y'all. An excellent liar. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? That's a good lawyer. That's a lawyer that you're going to pay millions of dollars with, that know the law, know the rules, right? But is an excellent liar. You feel what I'm saying? So I think my own personal feeling about it is that Jay-Z is actually still helping Diddy. But he cannot help him out loud, because guess what? He made $2.3 billion last year with business adventures through the casino. Now, they ain't telling us what type of business adventure Jay-Z did. But they saying that he racked in money. My man, motherfucker, they stole people money in fondue. What is that? Fondue? And a lot of people committed, took their own win last year and the last 2 years. You hear me? And I'm thinking, like, I hope this motherfucker ain't got nothing to do with scamming these people out their money. Because, see, the casino ain't nothing but designed for you to lose. You lose your money. You hear me? You might have they make sure you lose. You hear what I'm saying? And then you go in, you hit. You hear me? You hit. They give you a nice hit. Some of your money back. And then your man, you hit. But you done forgot that you just lost 500 last week. So this ain't no hit. This your money back. You hear me? Huh? So you done took that hit, you know what I'm saying? So you gonna take that 500 and try to get the 500 you lost last week. And then they get their money back. And then you gonna go find some more money, right? And add with the 500 they just gave you. And you gonna put that back, try to get the 500 they gave you. I'm just telling you how I go. So if Jay-Z is a part of that shit, you hear me? Somebody need to expose his ass. See, we finding out little pieces about his business adventures because something is about to jump big. They about to drop something on his ass. You hear me? Now remember, Nas was approved for the casino loan and to build the casino. But for some reason, Jay-Z wasn't. You feel what I'm saying, huh? See, they got beef that we don't know about. Jay-Z and Nas got to be beefing about something, especially if that's how the business adventure worked out. So you got a business adventure, y'all. You got people that's waiting on you to pitch this idea to them to invest in your business. I know because I'm a businesswoman too. You hear me? So Jay-Z, Nas, and no telling whoever else knew that these people was looking to invest in the casino or looking for somebody to help invest in the casino. I'm just keeping it real how I go behind all this shit we talking about. You hear me? And it was the best man that win. But somehow it narrowed down to Jay-Z and Nas. And Nas won. Y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? Huh? See, it's a chess game. They doing demonic shit with our lives. They playing chess with, they got money. They bored. They ain't got shit else to do. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? But what we have heard is that Jay-Z is about to take a downfall in these next 3 years. See, it's going to be, Diddy then did his legal time. He going to do his time in jail. But when Diddy get out of jail, he going to be facing lawsuits after lawsuits after lawsuits where he ain't going to ever be able to live comfortably with his own money. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? He got selfish kids. His kids is trying to take their grandmother to court to control his money. Them selfish kids. Because it was the reason why your father left his money to his mama. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? See, we don't know, what it is. And plus, he supposed to present to us that he's a good father and he love his children and stuff. But I'm going to tell y'all, me having 7 children, they can be so spoiled and disrespectful and don't give a fuck about you. I got it going on in my family. My kids is so, they don't even understand how hard I fucking work for their clothes and shit. They don't even give a fuck, okay? They don't care how the lights and gas gonna be paid. They don't care about nothing. They just know that it better happen. You hear me? And I didn't do this on purpose, and I'm not rich. You hear me? But I got some spoiled kids. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? So imagine Diddy kids, spoiled and rich. You hear me? Huh? Yeah, that part. See, people ain't talking about the parts that I'm talking about. We talking about the surface. No, what about the shit that's going on in that home? What about the shit that's going on behind closed doors? That's what I want to know. How did this even get out in the public? You feel what I'm saying? So, that didn't bother me when 50 Cent came in to help him. Because see, everybody not paying attention to the documentary. The documentary said that he needed the best social media guru, heckler, the one that the fierce one, the one that can get him out this fucking mess. Now, if y'all noticed, he have died down trending a whole lot since 50 Cent got involved in it. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? Then he put that video out there for everybody to get off social media and go watch it on Netflix. Y'all hear me? Huh? The crowd just went from one sip to another. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. We followers. You know. So I build the leaders over here. We not going to be following and shit all around. You know what I'm saying? We leaders here. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? But you still got to, you know, follow the pessimistic crowd so you can find out what's going on. But how you follow the crowd and stay involved in the crowd is that part. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? So we might as well merge this on together. So let them know. Dropped. And right now it's number 40 on the top billboard from T.I. You feel what I'm saying? And let's just keep it real. I can actually see 50 not liking T.I. I can actually see that this beef might be real. Because T.I., out of all the old rappers, he have came and mastered a hit. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? Huh? He did it. Snoop Dogg, how long he been in the studio? Matter of fact, Snoop Dogg just tried to make one with Sexy Red, and it didn't. It just flopped everywhere all over the internet. You know what I'm saying? It didn't do nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Then you got a lot of more other people. Now, Juvenile shit banged. I don't know why Juvie didn't go viral. It's because we got our picks and our choose. You know what I'm saying? Juvie just dropped a fire tape last year or whatever. We ain't talking about it. You hear what I'm saying? But it's fire. You know what I'm saying? It's some stuff that we need to listen to, the stuff that we grew up on. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know? But T.I. just, no matter what, he the king of the South. He proved it. He proved it. And that's what the piss off come in. You hear me? Huh? 50 ain't been able to write a hit since G Unit. You feel what I'm saying, huh? Like for real, like y'all for real. What the fuck is y'all banging the 50s in 2006? What is you banging? Huh? Nothing. You feel what I'm saying? But guess what we gonna be banging in 2026? Let them know. You hear me? We're gonna be letting them know. You feel me, huh? Huh? You know my strip at on all the parks in Michigan gonna be banging that out. That's gonna be banging this summer. Y'all talk, this just the surface. You feel what I'm saying? This just started. You hear me? Wait till it get hot. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be really on the charts, and it's gonna be on the charts for a minute. You feel me? We been yarning for that. We been ready to eat up some stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I think I might bump that when I get off of here, so I can let them know. Let them know. Let them know. You know, so you got your things that give you confidence and motivation. And I think that Tiny, no matter what, and how she look, how she come, I believe she's a very good woman. And I seen that in Tiny when I used to watch her and watch her parents. You know, her parents. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know about Tiny parents, but her parents is some funny people. You know what I'm saying? So she had good parents, you know, white mama, black mama growing up. And I mean a white mother and a black father. And I used to just love watching the Hustle family. You feel what I'm saying? You know, let's just keep it real. If you go back to T.I. reality show. T.I. reality show was some of the best family reality shows we seen. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. You know, like for real. A lot of people tried it. Master P tried it. Snoop Dogg tried it. You hear what I'm saying? I'm talking about the people that then tried to come up against T.I. The people that then tried to do what they see this man do. You hear me? They ain't been able to do it. Because see, they fake. They copycatting. You feel me? Huh? Snoop Dogg need to let us know how many times he done sent his damn woman to his wife to the doctor with God know what the fuck down there. You hear me? Huh? He need to really let us know. You know what I'm saying? You know, we know that Snoop Dogg ain't been no good husband. Ain't no way. But he got a good woman. You hear me? That's why I don't never, go bash them, because I like his woman. But I know she living in a life of terminal hell. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, I done had a rich man before. And a rich man don't do nothing but come with diseases and cheating. You hear me? Huh? That shit is that's not the life. You hear what I'm saying? That shit, you got a lot of women that's putting up with a lot of that, going to the doctor and stuff just to live that lifestyle. You feel what I'm saying, huh? But you can tell that T.I. wife and Snoop Dogg wife has endured a lot of pain in they careers. You can tell the people that's happy. LL Cool J, T.I., and I mean not T.I. What's his name? It's a few people that's happy with they marriages. Ice Cube and his wife. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about the people that you haven't heard about. The people that you haven't heard from. You hear what I'm saying? Them the people that's living real life. You hear me? Huh? Them the people that have set aside their professional life and their personal life. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? Huh? Snoop Dogg smoke weed out loud and everywhere. But he's supposed to be this scholar in this gym, and he's supposed to be a role model for the kids. Y'all want y'all role model for the kids to smoke blunts and shit? Then that's what y'all want y'all kids role models to be. But my kids don't know shit about Snoop Dogg. And I'm telling y'all they don't. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? Matter of fact, my kids don't know shit about too many rappers. They know a little bit about NBA Youngboy. And I've actually been learning about him too. But he's so demonic and shit. I told my son I didn't want his ass listening to him in my house neither. You hear what I'm saying? Because I'm learning through other people on what the fuck your kid's supposed to be influenced by. Jason, the guy who played Aquaman, and Lisa, they over there living their own little quiet life. Their kids not allowed to be on social media, period. They don't know nothing about social media. So can you imagine what type of life they learning for real? They learning the life that we learned. They growing up like we did. We didn't grow up with social media, y'all. We was outside making memories. We was going to the mall. We was making slingshots. We was making snowmans. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Life ain't the same no more. It ain't the same no more. So I have actually told my kids that we not doing no electronics this weekend. In their mind, we is. In their mind, I'm just talking. But no, for real. My house gonna be a lot quieter this weekend. You hear me? Huh? We're gonna clean up. We're gonna watch some regular TV. Okay? Some shit like that. They're gonna go outside. Okay? Clean up the yard. Okay? All right? So we gotta really realize, like, who is the genuinely influencer in this T.I. and 50 Cent beef. You hear me? And I think T.I. winning. And he winning without his own acknowledgement. He ain't even trying to win the race. So now they got a controversy on King jumping in. Y'all, King is a spoiled child. Never got a whooping. Think he grown, which he is not. But y'all know what I'm saying. So he got a habit of being in grown folks' business. You hear me? But when 50 Cent called himself going to put him in his place, I said, oh no, 50 lost his damn man. You got your own damn problems with your own damn kids. You know what I'm saying? You should have just let the little boy talk shit. That's what a grown man would have did. I'm just telling y'all what I know. You know what I'm saying? Grown man, little boy was going about his goddamn business. You know what I'm saying? You know. But I don't not expect for Nan's son to say shit to 50 Cent about their mama when he tried to put her out there like she had this deformed shaped body or whatever he was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, I even wanted to tell 50, like, nigga, this is another black woman you sitting up here humiliating on your platform. But you did this documentary on Diddy, and you didn't tell us how many times he took your bitch. And we know he ain't take your bitch once but twice. And why that ain't in that documentary? Why it's not in the documentary? Now I'm talking about like a lot. Like I'm talking about she ain't, talking. I'm talking about why he ain't in there. Expressing his feelings. How he felt about it. How did he hear about it? You know. So I thought that there was a bunch of bullshit when I didn't see him in it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who you gonna be in here. Let's see how you felt about that. What you tried to do to Diddy. What you feel. So, at the same time, I feel like it's all the underlay for the overplay. You hear me? All of his crap, y'all, is all made up. You hear me? They throwing us off from something that they trying to distract us from. And I can't say what they trying to distract us from. I just feel like we got a distraction. Now it's about to come. And that's when Trump come in. Don't be distracting us before that damn thing hit or whatever the fuck going on. Let us know. Let us get an embracement. Let us get ready for the impact. Don't tell us at the last moment. Y'all feel me? Because remember, we expendable. We ain't shit. We ain't popping. Especially if you don't have military in your family. You ain't popping on shit. You hear me? We won't know. We won't know. You feel me? So, Terry Crews did an interview with expressing his sexuality or expressing being essayed when he was, on set, whatever. And I believe that Terry Crews was actually assaulted by somebody really big that we know. You hear me? See, he ain't never ever told nobody who he was essayed by. You hear me? But when you build muscles like that and you do stuff, it's because it's some kind of reason why you want to be strong and you never want to be weak again. But remember, a strong person can be brought weak to their knees if they get the right things, drugs and stuff, stuff can bring a strong man down. So remember, Terry Crews was essayed out there in the industry. And then what's the messed up part about it is 50 Cent gonna decide to drop something about it, talking about the man. And he really thought that was a good idea. Nah, he hurried up and erased that shit. Because you don't talk about a man that had enough courage to tell that he's been essayed before. You hear me? So sometimes 50 do shit, that I don't care too much for. Because I felt really sad for Terry. Because we don't really know who did that to him. And he ain't telling us who did it. He is respecting that man that much not to say who did it. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? And then you got Kevin Gates on Shannon Sharp admitting that he was assaulted like that when he was a child, and he said his mama didn't do nothing. But he don't know what his mama couldn't do. He don't know why it happened, and he don't know, like, people don't know, kids don't know what the decisions that people have to make. But he got a grudge. And he felt like his mama could have unalived or did something to this man that SA'd him. Which me personally, a mom of 7, and it happened to one of my boys, I would have to take him out. That's the code. And I know I don't want to go to jail. I know that I don't want to, but it's something I have to do as a mother. It's something I have to do. You hear what I'm saying? It ain't nothing I can think about. It's nothing I can debate about. It's something that I have to do. You hear me? But we don't know her situation. We don't know what type of fear this person that did this to Kevin Gates put in his mother, you know. And that's what I wanted Shannon Sharp to say. You know, sometimes Shannon Sharp get on my damn nerves when he doing his interviews. You know, he just let him talk. You know, sometimes when a person need encouragement, you know, sometimes a person need to be told, well, you don't know why your mother wasn't able to do the things that you expected her to do. You don't know what type of fear that your mother had at the time for her own life or your life. You just don't know, you know. So when you giving an interview, y'all, and you getting you talking to your social media platform, and you got people on your panel, please, you know, give them the opportunity to speak. And because I used to do it all the time myself, talk to everybody on my panel and stuff, give them an opportunity to speak. Make sure you're listening to them. You hear me? Listening is the art to all success. And I had to learn how to listen. For the last couple of years, it's been really rough too. You ain't gonna know what I'm talking about until you decide to start listening. You hear me? Huh? And I thank everybody that's on here. Y'all, make sure y'all give me some love. See, when you start listening, or when you got people that listen, that means that you are going somewhere. You are sharing something that's worth sharing. Tragic things are shared everywhere. They are easily to go viral. Now, I'm going to tell you what I made a mistake with building my platform. Now, on IG, I do negative content all the time. Fighting, all kind of shit. Racist, like, it's just negative. So when I tried to change the program to positive, it didn't work. It shadow banned my content. You feel what I'm saying? So as a content creator, even though you're doing different content on different platforms, and I can't do too much very graphic details on YouTube, so I don't really do that. I do it on my IG. You feel what I'm saying? You have to be careful if that's the message that you want to build up. And like I said, you have to slowly, gradually get there, right? So if you want to build a certain niche on all platforms, and one of the platforms is just not working, you need to go research the people that's in that niche and see why is it working for them on that platform. And let's just keep it real. You need to mimic some of the stuff that they do. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? Like me personally. Who would y'all think? Y'all would think that I'd be watching Tasha K. You know. You would think that, wouldn't you? Huh? But guess who I watch? And get ideas to talk about and how to carry my lives. Auntie. What's her name? The one that sing. It's like, damn, her name. I forgot her name. It's Auntie, ain't it? She the one who's going whoop, 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 whoop. The night come out, the owl come out at night. Y'all ever watched her on YouTube? Okay, so she be live on YouTube, something like this. And she very smart. Very smart. Very smart. Now, if you want to talk about politics, she talk about politics over there. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? She just saying whoop, 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 whoop. She ain't just, that person, you know what I'm saying? So when I go to her lives and stuff, she be giving me stuff to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I go live on TikTok and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Because she be talking about real shit. And she be sitting up there, smoke her cannabis and stuff. But it's the idea that she have 2,000 to 3,000 people on there every time she on there. Do you know how uniquely amazing that is to keep 2,000 damn people on your live? And I'm talking about they commenting, you gotta be able to be a person that engage. So you got to keep it real. You got to say you got to stay your whole authentic self. You cannot go on your social media platform talking about shit that you don't know what you're talking about. You hear me? Know what you're talking about. You hear me? If you know how to fix a bike, talk about that shit. It's a lot of people you will be imagined that want to talk about fixing a bike. I'm for real. You hear me? If you make a banana sandwich with Miracle Whip and bananas on it, share it. It's people that eat Miracle Whip and bananas on the sandwich. Do y'all hear me? Huh? So anything that you got going on in your life, you can actually have great content. But remember, on one of your platforms, it's probably going to lean towards more negative shit. Because that's what Instagram and, is. Instagram is a more negative, rich, bougie platform. You feel what I'm saying? TikTok is for funny, outrageous, wilding factors. Facebook is for family, stunting ass motherfuckers. YouTube is for really serious getting money. You got to get with it. You got to learn how to do this shit, people. You feel what I'm saying? X is for people that just genuinely want to be nosy and just want to keep up with the trends. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? So you got different platforms that do different things. Now they got decor. You can just go on there and chat and make stuff up. Then I also do Clubhouse. You ain't heard that one in a while, right? But I do the Clubhouse on Social Media Buzz. And I ain't got that many people that come listen. And I just get on my Clubhouse, because you can do that, and you just turn it on, and I just talk. I just talk. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes I have people that come in the Buzz and talk with me, but guess what? The Buzz is a platform where you're not on a camera. You're on your phone. You're on your, you know what I'm saying? You're on your phone. So you don't have to be on the camera when you're on social media, on the Clubhouse. So you got different platforms that you have to use to your advantage. If you're not on your neighborhood app, everybody have a neighborhood app. If you be surprised that your neighbor next door, they all on that app. Download your neighborhood app. Make your business, put your business on there. However, whatever you think that your neighborhood need to offer from, you need to be putting it on there. I'm on my neighborhood app. We know when cats missing. We know when salt on the corners, when it's, they say salt on this corner, on this block. Like, your neighborhood app is a good app to follow. I used to sell my detox tea off that neighborhood app for people in my neighborhood. You feel me? So I made a couple of dollars off that neighborhood app. You feel me? Get a link tree. Put your link tree through all your social media platforms. A link tree is very easy to do. It's right there. It just say add link. So you're going to go to your social media platforms. You're going to hold it down, copy, paste it. You're going to take it back over to the link. Bam. Now, you done seen link trees look different. You got photos that you can add to that link. You can erase with Facebook or whatever would say with that link. You can put what you want to put on that link, like boss bitch here, follow here, like whatever you want to put, you know what I'm saying? But the link tree is very easy to use, very easy to put together too. When I first got on social media, I didn't know how to do a link tree. But when I learned how to do it, piece of cake. You feel me? I already told you, just hold down, copy, paste it, take it back over to your link tree. You feel me? And then let's just keep it real. Your link tree will let you view your stuff before you share it out with people. Now, certain things they not going to let you put on that link tree. I wasn't able to, my OnlyFans is on my link tree, right? But they also let people know when you click that link tree that this link tree is more for adults. You hear what I'm saying? So, I might be limiting my reach with my link tree by putting that OnlyFans link on there. But I have to put my OnlyFans link on something, y'all, because I can't put the OnlyFans links on my social media platform. You hear me? I probably could descript it in a video, but I never did try because I don't want them to compress my, my content. You feel me? Hear me? What Trump? Look, let me tell you something. No matter what's going on, and if y'all think about it, we just came out the war of our life when Carmela, however they pronounce her name, you hear me? And Trump went up against each other. That was when the war started. See, you got to really think about all that noise that was going on when they was battling for that spot. It was a lot of noise going on. Shit, Beyonce and Kelly Rowland, all them people was a part of that damn noise. Y'all feel me, huh? And we came out of that battle, like, and still ended up with Trump. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? All that battling, and we still ended up with Trump because he was going to be the president anyway. Biden had got sick, so they couldn't take his organization on. It was going to be a crucial downfall if they took on him. See, he had to do his own affairs. It didn't matter. The vice president couldn't do Biden affairs. He had to travel the world. So they had to make a formal decision that he couldn't be the president no more. But whatever they needed him to do, Trump was the man to carry out it. Trump go against people. Y'all didn't know that? Trump go against people. Trump got a heart. He ain't scared of these motherfuckers. You hear me? So they needed somebody like him. You know what I'm saying? They needed somebody like him. And I don't know what they needed him for, y'all. But it's just something in my spirit that's saying that he getting the job done. You know what I'm saying? He getting the job done. And I'm not going to sit up here and be pissed off about welfare and none of that shit, no way. Because guess what? The shit is overrated. And a lot of us should have not been probably getting food stamps a long time ago. No motherfucker way. You feel me, huh? Because we got countries that don't get treated like us. We lazy as hell. We get food stamps to feed our kids and shit. And I'm looking over there in them little trabs and they got to get one little monkey sometime and might not find that food again the next day. And they all got to cup up this little monkey. And we think that it's nasty. You feel me? Because we are rich Americans and we see our food looking good and shit. So we downplay other people and shit. Like, I'm just telling you what I done read in the comments and the stuff that I have experienced, with my United States American people. We a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We a motherfucker, But we need to be grateful for some of the things that we not facing. We don't have to go hunt our food every day. Even if you're not getting food stamps, it's some type of free organization out here. Or you got a family member that can feed you. Like, we don't have it rough. Y'all feel me? We just don't have it rough. But that's what I wanted to talk about this morning, y'all. And I really think that I might try to go live tomorrow morning. But if I go live tomorrow morning, y'all, it's going to be really early. So a lot of y'all probably ain't going to make it. So if I go live tomorrow, it's going to be about 7 o'clock in the morning because it's Saturday. And about 8, 9:30, my house is off the chain. Y'all feel me? Off the chain. But I want to thank everybody that sat here and had this conversation with me. But I really had it mainly by myself. But we did. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. I got some comments. Wait a minute, y'all. The comments wasn't moving. Y'all, I hate that when that happens. Y'all, let's get the comments in, y'all. Dang, the glass is dirty. I gotta clean them. I didn't know about Diddy children. I knew Diddy loved his mom if they were. Look, Diddy children is spoiled. They really spoiled. Especially, I heard about them 2 girls. You hear me? They say they something different. You feel me? But if we think about it, and we don't ever get a chance to see them or talk to them like Blue Ivory. You feel me? Like let's weigh that out. Let's weigh that comment out. You got Blue Ivory and you got Diddy twins. Which one you like the most? Okay? You feel me? Who getting the most jobs? Okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really think about who the mean people is. You know what I'm saying? Usually mean people, spirit people don't get blessings as much. You know what I'm saying? They get blessed, you know what I'm saying? But people don't want to work with no spoiled, bratty ass child. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all, they don't want to work with that. They say when people pretending to be crazy, you meet someone pretending to be more normal, which is, yeah, people pretend to be crazy all the time. And people don't be crazy. I'm talking about y'all, the people that be at the gas stations, be talking to themselves and stuff. Overlay for the underplay. We want to get your money. Not everybody. Not everybody. But I'm from the streets. And I used to be up there acting like this shit too. Like, you know, like motherfuckers, I need that kind of, that shit, motherfucking, motherfucking, you know, give me that motherfucking, do this shit, motherfucking, do this shit, fucking, hey. Y'all feel me? I used to be up there acting like that. Y'all feel me? Get whatever I want. Okay. T.I. is Tip Harris. You feel me? T.I. is the king of the South, baby. Somebody gonna say, who is T.I.? So, let's see. Yeah, I think T.I. got way more albums than 50 Cent too. And I think he got more beats than he do too. And I think he got more movies hits than he do too. Right? Because, I mean, T.I. he a nice looking man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know he got the short man. Teeny weeny. Short man. You feel me? Because he got all that other stuff going on for himself. Y'all feel me? He can't have all that. Yeah, 50 Cent has less albums. Can I walk on your back? I can step on that motherfucker. Hey, people from Turkey in here. Hey, my people from Turkey. You want a kiss? Give you a kiss, baby. Let me see. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. I think I caught up with all the comments, y'all. Let me make sure. Because my comments wasn't moving, y'all. Like, y'all gotta let me, like, sometimes y'all gotta comment, like, I don't know, like how y'all do push some stuff. It's a question mark down there, right? Or something. Like, let me know that my comments not moving. Y'all stop playing. See, and this is what I'm talking about. We can't stick together like this. We can't stick together like this. You know what I'm saying? You know, so like, for instance, I think it's a sad something. If y'all would have been giving me some sad emojis or something, I would have caught hold that I couldn't read my comments. See? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, my comments ain't moved in I don't know how long. I'm just talking. I'm thinking that I'm not getting no comments, and I ain't even thought about the little arrow just pointing down there like that. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker like, girl, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure that you pay attention to the things that don't work on your labs when you on your lab. You feel me? Pay attention to your background. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to have no lot of great stuff going on. And now I could turn on this light right here. I don't think this will work. I got to unplug. But it's going to make me look really like bright, like really, it ain't gonna make me look like myself. Like, you get to get me, you get to see me, you know what I'm saying, up under just this light. So I recommend when you doing your social media platform, if you don't have a light, right, use bright light in the room. Open up all the curtains in the room and stuff like that until your light come, and that light is just as good. Natural light is just as good. But me and Doug, we're going to do social media buzz together. I don't know how long it's going to work. You know, once Doug try to show up on me on my platform, he getting off. You feel what I'm saying? But we gonna try. I might still do. Y'all know I'm still gonna do my y'all, I had seen something, but anyway, I'm still gonna do my personal lives with my personal people, but I want to introduce something new to social media or buzz. So me and Doug gonna actually come. I'm gonna set up. I used to do it. And but it was more on the type where me and him was having a story time, you know. So, but we gonna do our social media buzz because Doug be more. He know more about social media trends, not the trends like I'm talking about, the trending topics, cause he a bug for that. And so we're going to be going live, and it's probably going to be late night, y'all. And this goes for all my people that see me in the morning. Me and Doug gonna do a segment. It's gonna be late night, about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, cause that's how time we used to do it in the morning. And we're gonna be talking grown folk shit, and maybe Doug can tell us a few of his stories. Maybe I'll tell you a few of my stories, but it's gonna be a good hour to 2 hour stream. I do know that because me and Doug got we having some good chemistry on video, you know. So if you got your significant other and they do more videos than you, then maybe you need to use your significant other to help build your confidence. You know, Doug actually building his confidence with me to get on his own platform. He don't really go live. You know, he got a couple of subscribers, but he not subscribers but followers on Instagram. He don't do YouTube. And I just telling him that if he talk about himself, talk about the struggles you having doing the dialysis, not finding a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, connect with your audience. So I'm going to actually be teaching Doug, you know, how to do his thing at the same time of us entertaining in them conversations. So that's going to be really fun, y'all, for me to open up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning with stuff, because let me show y'all, because y'all know I'm an Amazon influencer, right? If you don't know that, your girlie is an Amazon influencer too. So I order things off of Amazon to actually get revenue from. I don't think I can show y'all this. I don't think I can show y'all this, but without my stuff being demonetized. But I haven't opened it up. And y'all already know that I do OnlyFans, right? So a lot of stuff that I order, I actually share with my OnlyFans page. And this, I'm just going to show you what it is, but it's one of them boys. Y'all feel me? It's called the Rose, okay? And it got the little tongue in the middle. And plus, remember, my guy in stage 5 kidney failure, so sometimes it just don't get where I needed to get, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we'll be talking about on my social media platform. We used to do it on Instagram. We used to bang. We used to talk about stuff. And I used to talk about this guy I used to have relations with that had this hump in the back like that. You know, he had the hump. He used to come get me and shit. And I used to tell him to turn off the light. Turn off the light, you know what I'm saying? And when he turned off the light, I'd be like, put my stand. He used to be just like that when he used to come get me, y'all. And I really liked him though, but he did have a hump. Y'all know? He did have a hump, but he had that hump in the front too. In the front, he had that bread. You know what I'm saying? So every time a person got a disability, that don't mean that they ain't getting their own. They ain't getting themselves on. But that's the kind of stuff that we'll be talking about. And but it's gonna be based on stuff that we haven't heard before, y'all. Like, it's some shocking, I don't want to leak some of the information, but it's some shocking allegations out here with some of these superstars with STDs and stuff like that. So that social media buzz gonna be a little messy, y'all feel me? With that said and done, y'all, let me get on up out of here because I'm leaking out too much information and I gotta use the bathroom. Y'all feel me? Peace!